Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels Collector video. Today we are looking at the 17 Pagani Huayra Roadster. This is an absolutely exceptional casting, as are most Hot Wheels cars, especially coming from now. They used to be a little bit dodgy back in the day, about pre-2005, but now they're absolutely amazing. Most of them are great. There are a few ones that I don't particularly love, and I will get to them in the future. But anyways, I absolutely love this one. This one is from the 2023 main line. I know it was in the A and the B case of this year. So you've probably already got this car. And if you haven't already, make sure you grab it if you see it in any stores. It's a very nice addition to your collection. But anyways, let's talk facts about this car in real life. So in real life, this car has a 6.6 litre twin-turbo V12 engine, which is capable of producing 730 horsepower and 1,000 Newton meters of torque. That converts directly to 738 pound-feet of torque. This car also has a 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds, very impressive acceleration time there. And this car also has a top speed, which is also very impressive, of 238 miles per hour. This car, however, is definitely not cheap and is also very limited and exclusive and is very sought after by actual car enthusiasts. Unlike brands like Bugatti, who just get a lot of hype because they're a Bugatti, this is an underrated car brand which only car enthusiasts will actually be following. And many, generic people who aren't really into cars probably don't know much about this brand at all. So, speaking of price, this car comes in at £2.8 million, and that's before taxes are even added. If you add taxes, it's going to be well over £3 million. And that is what you call an expensive car. Anyways, let's get into the actual showcase of the Hot Wheels model. Alright, so starting off with the side of this car. First of all, I'll talk about the wheel choice. These are 10-spoke golden wheels, very nice. They suit the white paint job very nice on this car. Speaking of the white paint job, this is a pearlescent white and is not just a glossy white. It's very rare to see a pearlescent white on Hot Wheels cars, but it is a very welcome addition to this car. You can see there is no tamper work on the side of this car, unfortunately, and there is also no wing mirrors on the side of this car. Very unfortunate. However, the Pagani wing mirrors are quite hard to replicate because they're almost like a teardrop or a pear kind of shape. Very interesting shape, and obviously it's kind of acceptable and understandable why they have not put them on this car. It is unfortunate, but it is something we're going to have to deal with on this one. That's really it for the side. Now let's take a look at the front of this car. So first of all, we'll talk about the splitter. The splitter is created using the black base plastic. The vents on the front of this car are also created using the black base plastic. There is no tamper work on the front bumper, however there is a lot of tamper work on the top or hood of this car. So first of all, we'll talk about the headlights. They've been done in a realistic look. You can see they're first of all done off in black, and then there's little silver dots in the headlights to add that extra level of realism. You can also see there is a stripe which runs all the way from the very front of the car to the very rear of the car. It stops at the top of the car at the back, as you can see there. You can see the primary colour of this is black, and we have two smaller golden stripes, one to the left and one to the right. You can also see the active aero flaps have actually been put into the metal casting itself, very nice and accurate to the real life model. Obviously they pop up when you are braking and enhance this car's performance in real life. Obviously the Hot Wheels model, they do not flap up and down. That's really it for the front of this car. I will mention that this car does not have any windshield wipers in the actual glass, which is unfortunate. I say glass, it's just plastic made to represent the glass. Obviously it's see-through and looks like glass. Moving on to this side, it is the same as the previous. There is no real difference here, so if you are looking for something specific, you could pause this video. If not, let's move on to the rear of the car. You can see here there is some more tamper work. They've been quite generous with this one. Well, I say generous, really it's only 2 tamper prints, which is usually what they go for. But I think the details are all here. It's nice to see the headlights and the rear light details being done on this cast. So you can see the rear lights have been done very realistically there. You can see all the brake lights and reverse lights have been done on both sides. You can also see there's a Hot Wheels logo which has been done in silver, as well as the Pagani Huayra logo done on the right, also in silver. You can also see that stripe comes back on the top part of this car and ends where the exhausts come out of this car. Speaking of exhausts, the quad exhausts have actually been made into the metal casting itself, and you can also see the vents to the left and the right of those exhausts have also been put in the metal casting. You can also see the diffuser on this car is created using the black base plastic, and you can also see the returning active aero flaps on the rear of the car as well, once again giving that extra level of realism and is very accurate to the real life model. Finally, we'll talk about the top. You can see there is no roof to this car. There is a version with the roof, at least I'm pretty sure there is in the Hot Wheels main line, and I'm pretty sure it was an ID car a few years back when they did do the ID stuff in the main line. But I do like this convertible version, and if we have a look, the interior is just kind of your standard interior. There's no extra level of detail and there's no tampo work in there. But there you go. You can have a look at that. You can obviously pause the video if you're looking for something specific. But there you go. And yeah, I think that's it for this car. So now let's get into the actual final thoughts and review on this car. Alright, so now it's time for my final thoughts and review on this car. I think this is an absolutely amazingly well done casting, and this colour suits this car amazingly. The detail work of the tampos is absolutely great as well, and there's really very little amount of detail that is missing from this car, which is always amazing to see on Hot Wheels stuff. Quite often we see a lot of detail missing on Hot Wheels main lines, but this one is an absolute exception to that rule, and this one just looks awesome. I don't think they could have done much better on this one, and really I don't see any other colours being too much better. Maybe a red would suit this car, like a pearlescent red, but other than that, I really do like this one. So anyways, that leads me on to my final score out of 10. What am I going to give this car out of 10? I'm going to give this car a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's a really nice car, and remember, if you guys see this in a store, remember to grab one. This is a really nice addition to your collection, and I really do think it's worth grabbing. It obviously does depend on how you collect your Hot Wheels, but I really do highly recommend you pick one of these up. They are absolutely amazing and you definitely will not regret the decision. Anyways, that's it for this video really, so if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and you can also press that notification bell so you do not miss any new uploads. Remember, you can also share this video with any friends, family, or in any groups who may be interested, but remember, don't feel pressured to if you don't feel like you have anybody who may be interested in this video. You watching this video all the way up until this point and all the way to the end means so much to me, and I really do thank you for making it all the way up until this point. Anyways, that's it for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye everyone.